This time I will start the recording. Not that I have any news, other than I'm melting still. Because that's a thing that happens when it's like 11 billion degrees outside. Oh wow, the batteries in my controller just died. And I only use this once. I really do not like Wii remote controllers that you just leave the batteries in and the Wii remote's like, I'm just gonna like just slurp all of that up. Thank you very much. Old Republic, is that the Star Wars stuff? Or is that like chainmail stuff? There we go. 4 dots. 4 dots and this doesn't work. But it's an easy thing. That's cool. Kitty's claimed chair. Of course, we all know why cats claim the chairs. Not because, you know, there's like a warm spot that the cat wants to lay on. It's because they want all the chairs. Because if they control the chairs, they control society. At least that's what I'm going with. As you can see, the points on the bottom, I did not make it to 95,000 points because I tried. I really did try. I can show you my, I've been getting, like, the A scores just trying to get points for all of these. But it came to a point that I'm just sitting here, like, hot. And I'm like, I don't want to be hot. I might drag my Vita into my bed, so when I'm laying in bed I can just try and, like, prop it up and play some. So it's Polaris' chair now? Put a little sign on that says property of Polaris. Oh, this is a different scene. We're outside. Which is Maya and the Void Cat, right? Or is Maya the Void Cat? Crap, I'm getting the cat names mixed up. Well, Maya's the Calico, right? Alright, so I did get it right. Well, at least the Calico. It's an exhilarating time of year. The breeze off the lake is so refreshing. I hope you're not talking about summer, or you're gonna be banned. Sorry, fishing dude, you're gonna be banned, and I'm gonna be taking over your story. I'm gonna make this story about me. I'm gonna talk about how it's autumn, and the leaves are starting to change colors, and how it's just a nice, cool, crisp day outside, and nobody's melting. Hey, Emily! We fishing. I forgot to ask everybody how's it going. Also, I should do some shoutouts because, like, I never get to use my command. No, that's like, I can't do it that way. I have to do it this way. I'm doing pretty good if I don't melt, which is probably very likely because I have no idea how hot it is on the inside here, but Echo, what temperature is it?
Right now, Fahrenheit. Today, the high of 84 degrees.
It's 70? Tell me it's 70. I can open my window. I can like not die of heat. Yeah, it's kind of cool outside. Woo, air conditioning. I would ask you how your stream went, but I was there for the stream to see how it went. Which it went streamily. Oh yeah, it's nice and cool outside. There we go. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 fans. I got one fan way behind me. I got a fan in front of me, which I should probably turn on to the highest setting. I got a fan up over here. Up over that way. Come on, work with me. Fan up over that way, and then I have a replacement fan because I thought that fan was broken. In the window. So, Changeling has some Star Wars stuff and is running out of rings, which I suppose is a good thing, since Pollux decided to reorganize all of Changeling's rings into the floor. So now when you get new rings, they can all be nice and well organized until Pollux decides to reorganize them. Emily was playing a 4-game shuffle for like 8 or 9 hours, which was like Mickey's Circus something or other, Final Fight 2, Yoshi's Cookie, and Kirby's Dreamland 3, Kirby's Adventure 3, which the ending games were Yoshi's Cookie and then Kirby's Dreamland. Cats are so helpful. It's amazing that I can remember that, like, just, you know, random games somebody has in their shuffle, but, you know, I can't remember 2 seconds ago sometimes. It's probably all the stress I had to put through with my life, which definitely is not good on the brain. Combined with all the other things that are up with me, you know, it all adds up. The years passed since the last time I came here to fish. Thanks, game. I have no idea when I don't move the thing, it's like... I actually have to physically unplug and then plug this back in. I can't just power cycle it. Come on, Viti, you want to play with me, don't you? Why did Savita do this? It's like, it had it perfect for a while there, and then now it's like, nope. Not doing it. Now very carefully put it back on its little holding base. And it's gone. It is literally the USB cable here. Quick, while it's working! I'm gonna cut all of that out in the final video, of course. The end of another spring. Oh, it's spring. Never mind, this guy doesn't get banned. First spring as a father. There's not much of my dad's notes left to go through now. This is the final chapter in my quest to walk in his footsteps. I have to see this through to the end for the sake of my own little son. Of course, it's a boy. It's always a boy. I must become the kind of father that deserves his respect. By leaving him and his mother and going fishing. Do some catfishing. I do believe catfish are at the bottom of the lake. Although, looking at how this Vita, or it's right there. Hi, fish. Fish? Hello, fish. Since this is a Vita, and my PS4 controller also has problems, I could say that Sony, not the best build quality? Which, considering that, like, the PlayStation controllers are like $80, and even like the PS4 controllers are like $70? Or wait, are the PS5 controllers $90? They're really expensive. They're probably more expensive than they need to be. But, you know, you can get people to justify the cost by saying, well, you see, it's got, like, a gyro in it, and that means that it has to cost $11 billion. Well, that was easy. So easy, barely an inconvenience. Give me those points. Oh yeah. I need them so I can buy my magical girl rod. It was late spring of last year when I found the unsent letter from my dad that answered my nagging questions. Did it? The truth turned out to be bitter for me to swallow. And I think that is why Dad never told me. Because he didn't want to hurt me. After that, I immediately packed up at the cabin and went home to my wife. Wait, is this the end? I had lost any desire to continue fishing. But when my son was born, the epiphany finally hit me. As I held my newborn son in my arms and just looked at him. I felt ashamed for not seeing through to the end the task I had set for myself. Talked about it with my wife. She said I could go back to the cabin, of course, on one condition. Just come back as the best dad you can be. That she gave me her blessing, and then I went fishing because plot. And what a blessing it is to have the wonderful family I have. Go ahead, you've been neglecting us this long. You probably weren't there to see your son born. You might as well just go back to fishing. Thanks to her, I was able to come back here to fish again. Why don't you just, like, invite her to fish with you? You can get, like, a stroller or something, or set up, like, a little temporary crib, like, next to your fishing area, and, you know, just fish. While your kid enjoys the outdoors. I'm here for myself, here for her, here for my family, here for us all. I mean, if the plot says that she likes fishing, well then I guess she likes fishing. You got any quests? No. How's the mic sounding? Do I sound like I'm underwater? Or is like it was breaking up last time or doing anything weird. It's a gorgeous night. Not a cloud in the sky. It's a gorgeous night to have a curse. The stars hang brightly in the sky tonight. The view is spectacular. You gotta catch Charaznable. I have 5 minutes to do it. 3 of them, 60 centimeters or more. You know, he probably would. I mean, I know there has to be a plot here for, like, for fishing to happen, but some of these plot points are like, why would you? That was the wrong button. Come on, Char, you want this. I want you to want this. I have no idea how fishing makes him a better father. I guess if he goes out and does the thing that he set his heart to do when he was out here, it makes him a better father because that means he can keep his promises or something? I don't know. It's really baffling to me. I finally found out why I don't like that noise when you're about to break your line, because that's the sound a line makes when it's like, going over something or being plucked. Which means your line's not breaking due to the fish, your line's breaking because it's like being pulled over something. Those are big fish. That is a lot of points. I think that's like the highest pointage I've ever got on one of these. The stars are so beautiful tonight. I can easily make out the Milky Way. You live in the Milky Way! At least I think you live in the Milky Way, so all you have to do is just look at any star and you're looking at the Milky Way. Maybe this takes place in another galaxy. There's an old fable about how when someone dies, they become a star in the night sky. I wonder which star is my dad. So does that mean when a star dies, does that mean someone's born? Last spring, a week after I saw him for the last time, my dad passed away. Well, okay, that's pretty sad. Welcome to Sadsville. Like he hung on just long enough to resolve the estrangement between us. Well, you could have gone to him at any time. I mean, yeah, it's a case of, like, you could have gone to him, he could have gone to you, but, like... Dad has passed on now. But I still have the notes he left in the cabin. There's apparently a portion where you're looking right into the plane of it, and there's all the stars. And through them, I can slip back into those precious times I spent with him. All thanks to fishing, the pastime that reconnected us. Fishing. My only regret is that he never got to meet his grandson. I mean, you could just call a necromancer. I suppose, if you can see quote-unquote the Milky Way, and which is where a spiral galaxy? That you'd be looking at one of the arms, which means we're kind of like in the orb in the middle. Make him a revenant, there you go. Or like a half revenant, and then he has to like hunt other revenants. Quest? No quest. I think the quest might begin like at each chapter. Out on the ocean in the summer, you have to be careful of the blazing sunshine. Yes, yes you do. Fire emoji. Sun emoji. Protection from the harsh rays is critical. Taking sunscreen and my hat. Black mullet. Not what I wanted to do. Wow, my brain is so melted I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. Come on, why aren't you cooling? Here we go. Go. Ah! Fan! No! Why? I really need to like rehook up all my USB stuff over here. Cause I got my wall fan hooked into this dangling USB thing, power thing. Which is probably not good because it constantly falls down all the time. Okay, why is my hand doing that? Which I think I know is because, there's a light on the, Wiimote that's reflecting off of my glass of tea? What are you? Oh, are you? You're not what I want. You're a bonito, I think. I like how it's great casting, but it doesn't really matter at all. Doesn't mean you're gonna get fish. Means yeah, you did you did done cast good. Go away, pufferfish. My arch nemesis. Glad this isn't timed. I guess one bit of news is that I'm still trying to fix my ear tails. I think I sort of fixed them, but they probably need more work. I also might like want to clean my leap motion. Like, it gets little, dust and stuff on it, which might affect it, because, well, it is an infrared thing, and infrared is, like, highly affected by everything. Speaking of aquariums and fish, I still gotta work on work in the Minecraft server to get my, Sprout House. Changeling's Minecraft server, since Emily also has a Minecraft server, I think. Get my aquarium up and going. I don't know if fish persists through, like if the server goes down for maintenance and then the server comes back up, if like the fish respawn or something, because I have like a perch in my little basin of water, and like, it's cute. I don't want to keep my perch. Or if it's like, it's just a, I want to say it stays, because I've seen other people's servers, and they'd like to put pufferfish everywhere because of reasons, and their pufferfish seem to stay in one place. I say pufferfish, but is it blowfish? I think pufferfish don't have spines and blowfish do have spines. I don't know. The way fish are named is really, really weird sometimes. Yeah, that fish gave up at the end. So my plan is to have, like, an aquarium on at least one side of my sprout house. I don't know if I'm gonna go up with it, or if I'm gonna go down with it, or what I'm doing with it, but, like, I kind of want to put my house in, like, some kind of a aquatic setting. Which, when it comes to, like, construction games and having absolute control over, making a character, making a space, I can't really do it. It's like, what do I want to do? I can do anything. What do I want to do? I don't know. I like mushrooms. Maybe a mushroom theme something? I like fish. Maybe an aquatic theme something? I like science fiction stuff, maybe a sci-fi kind of thing. It's a wonder I even have this avatar you see in the corner, because it's like, okay, you can have any kind of hairstyle you can basically, you can put your mind to. What do you want your hairstyle to be? Well, well, hey, why don't I make my hairstyle look kind of like my Sprout image that kind of looks like it has like a hairstyle. There, yeah, go with that. Ship it. Ship that. Alright, now what am I gonna be wearing? No fucking clue. So, I basically just modified a, one of the... Originally, I just modified one of the, basic default outfits that the program gives you. Today I was idly staring at our fish tank. I remember the time that my dad took me to a real aquarium. True fact though, like, when we used to live in Virginia Beach, there's like the Virginia Beach Aquarium that's really near one of the military bases, and that has all the look-down fish. I miss that. I miss going to the aquarium. That aquarium especially. I mean, even though we went like a bajillion times, I really enjoyed like every time we went there. And they had like a petting area where you could like pet some horseshoe crabs and stuff. Probably torturous to the whole horseshoe crabs and everything in the petting tank. Looking back on it, which they probably might not have a petting tank anymore, but it was like fun to like be able to touch weird stuff that you wouldn't really get to touch. They also had the various science stations. Like one was floating a bowling ball, another one was like sand erosion. I think it was called the Chesapeake Bay Aquarium now that I think about it. Because I think it was all in the Chesapeake Bay, and you could go out to like and walk out onto the swamp walk out onto where like the mangroves and the manatees and all the stuff is. It's kind of like an inlet or whatever. It's pretty cool. My friend had told me how much fun the aquarium was, so I begged my dad to take me. On his next day off, he did. I don't remember this aquarium having like the overhead tank that most do, where like the fish swim around you like that. It might have one, but I honestly forget. I think it just had big ass wall of fish, which, you know, it's fine by me. But one of the main things for that aquarium was the look-down fish. They had like piles and piles of look-down fish. And you could get like this little this clear plastic like chip, and you put it in like it was like a sandblaster, and you could get like the little look-down fish sandblasted onto it. I think I might still have it somewhere in my stuff. And of course you can get the smushed pennies. Like you put a penny in there and it smushes it with like the aquarium stuff. I honestly can't remember what much of the souvenir shop. For some reason though, Mom didn't join us on the outing. When we got to the aquarium, my dad started commenting on each fish we saw. That one's good with barbecue sauce, that one's good with white wine, that one's good with red wine. That one you might want to make spicy, that one you should just eat plain. That one needs some lemon pepper. To catch that one you have to. The only place you can catch those is okay, I was kind of close. He talked about nothing but fishing the whole time. I couldn't even relax and enjoy looking at the fish with him blabbing away. It's like, God damn it, Dad. I wanna enjoy the fish. I don't care how you catch them. It dawned on me why Mom hadn't come with us. Oh. Couldn't stand him. But when he saw the dolphins, Dad just stood there silently with his hands clasped together. I imagine he had his hands clasped in front of him in like that little, in like the praying pose that most anime girls get, where they have their hands clasped in front like that. He seemed to have a reverence for the dolphins, for some reason. I'm still not sure why. I'm pretty sure the Chesapeake Bay Aquarium did not have, like, dolphins and stuff. I think they had some sharks, but that was... I don't think they had dolphins. They might have had otters. And maybe baby beavers. But I don't remember any kind of, like, whales and stuff. But this was, like, a long time ago, like... late 80s, early 90s. So they might have all kinds of stuff now. But maybe he revered the dolphins as fellow fishermen and was showing his gratitude to them. No, dolphins are like hack fishermen. They like shoot their echolocation at the fish, which stuns it, and then they eat the fish. It's not even fair. Actually, I think the only way the fish in my sprout house would disappear is when the server starts to load back in and the water, if there's no... There's a part where the water could flow, and if it doesn't load in, then the fish gets, like, swept away. Until that all loads in. Because I think Minecraft kind of loads in a buggy mess. Until, like, it fully loads. In midsummer, you wouldn't believe how hot it can get inside the cabin. Oh, I can believe it. It would be cooler at least a little to be out on the lake shore fishing. It would be cooler to be in the lake. Might get a second server sometime once my money situation is settled. Still cool. Oh, those sea slugs I posted? I was just pointing out that they're sea slugs. I didn't mean, like, to, that we had to, like, rush out and get sea slugs for the server. I mean, unless it's something easy, like, I could just... Unless it's something easy, like, just adding the sea slugs. Ah. Fishing so intense, it crashed the game. Great casting, you broke the game. Heck, only mod packs, lighter, less laggy. I mean, the main thing that I kind of want in a Minecraft kind of thing, like if we're going like techie, is just pipes. Like, easy to create pipes. You can judge me on my video games. Although, do note that Persona 4 Golden, I think, might be just a leftover bubble. I think I actually uninstalled that for space. Like, all I find that I really want is just automation. Automation and bees. Lots and lots of bees. Which, I gotta figure out, like, the new bee system, because, like, the old... Why do I keep doing this? Oh, I should note something about a, flower. I bought Flower on my PS3, and they gave me the Vita game for free. Can you believe that? You buy one video game on one system, and you own it on the other systems. You don't have to buy it on the other system. Shocking. So, Minecraft bees. Are these bees I can breed to, like, make other bees? Like, for the one we were playing on, there was, like, you had, like, regular honeybees, and then you bred them, and then you had, like, worker bees, and then you bred those, and then you had, like, noble bees, and then princely bees, and then kingly bees, and all that. So I want to breed me up some bees, and I kind of like the bees of that one where we had like hell bees, and then I was breeding the hell bees with like the ice bees, and we were having like hell ice bees. So like whenever I would walk out to tend to my mushroom crops, I would die horribly because my bees would kill me. Although I do like Minecraft bees. They're like cute little cubes of fuzz. Bee fuzz. Though I have to say, the bees we have around here aren't honeybees, but the really big, huge, kind of, fuzzy. They don't have stripes. They're mostly black sometimes, but sometimes they have like a yellow fuzz on them. And they are like huge. I have a video on my phone of like huge bee. Which I'm surprised somebody hasn't keyed my car due to my license plate, which is I have the Protect Pollinators license plate, which includes not only bees and butterflies, but like wasps and all them things. I mean, bees are cute and all, and butterflies are cute and all, but we still gotta protect the other pollinators out there that we don't particularly like. Like wasps and, moths and, hummingbirds? Well, I think people don't like honeybirds. Honeybirds! Yes, honeybirds! They're like a cross between birds and bees. But I gotta find out how to start breeding bees in Minecraft. I was inspired by Emily, poorly drawn bees. I want to make a bee tower. Or like a floating beehive. Like just this giant clear or glass bubble that's just like trees, flowers, and bees. Just all the bees. Although I wouldn't mind just breeding bees if it's like I can breed different color bees. You know. Like I put like the blue bee with the yellow bee and I get a green bee or something, or I get like some kind of combination of those bees. What did the new update add with the bees? Or did it break the bees? I gotta read that Akashic Tome. I mostly skimmed it. I think I need a campfire and I think Silk Touch gloves or something. Or I need something. I gotta smack the hives to get the honey. And then I need something that I can just shove at the bees, and the bees will, like, have bee sex and make more bees. Yeah, I'm like, super casual myself. So much that getting murdered 50 times by skeletons when I, like, get on a new server is, like, kind of frustrating, because I'm like, not here for the skeletons. But I figured it out. I found myself an area that I think I can live peaceably in. And there's like a hobbit house not too far from me and some sporlings, which are cute. Tears get you honeycomb, bottles get you honey. But I need Silk Touch with the shears, right? Is that... I know there's like the Silk Touch thing, and I think you need it for some things. It's like I get on Changeling's server and like Changeling's like, here, have all this cool armor and stuff, and like an atomic whatever, atomic smacky stick. And then I go outside and the skeletons also have like the same armor, and then they murder me, and I'm like, why skeletons? Why? If I just started on this server with like wooden armor, that would just be so unfair. Alright, then I'll probably need to get Silk Touch so I can move all the hives into my hive bubble. Have my huge beehive. 30,000, only need 65,000-ish more points to go. Spot along the shore that's covered with pebbles. That's where my dad taught me how to skip rocks. Skipping a rock means throwing it so it bounces across the surface of the water. Dad skipped a rock, it would skip several times across the water. I couldn't get the hang of it. The key, he told me, is to use a flat rock and throw it at a flat angle. I took his advice and went looking for the flattest rock on the shore. I threw it with a very flat trajectory like he told me to. Once, twice. It skipped twice, a new record for me. I think I've skipped a stone twice before. Maybe 3 times. I don't usually make it a practice to skip rocks. Did the stream die? Is the stream dead, or is my monitoring device just dead? Plant trees near flowers. Trees make bee nests. Was a small chance if near flowers. 2% or so, but it's better than trying to scour the countryside for a nest. I know, what was it? Plushie? Plushie is near some, like, a pile of flowers. Alright, it's still up. It's just Twitch being Twitch on mobile. That day I got up to 5 skips. Dad wanted to teach me how much fun it can be to challenge yourself to accomplish something new. I want to be I want to be the kind of dad who is always teaching my son new things. Quest? No quest. I think I did find some bee nests pretty close by me, though. Because I saw the bees around. To teach new things, you have to learn new things, not just fishing all the time, protagonist. Seriously. And go learn to cook and sew and crap. Not just, you know, man things, which usually are like the laziest things ever. Like hitting things with like a hammer. I could probably totally rant about, like, the division of labor in a household. I had a wretched night's sleep last night. I woke up sweating all over. It me! King salmon. Although I do have a this cool mister that, that I have next to my bed that kind of like, it spews up vaporized water that can kind of sort of keep me cool. Oh man. Someone? Anyone? I gotta learn to sew good. I know how to sew, but I don't know how to sew good. Like, I get the concept of it. Helpless mission target. Big ass fish. Nice! These little jeans that don't fit me anymore, so that'd be good use for them, I think. Making little cat jackets, that would be kind of cute. Or you could, like, make some upholstery for your couch and make a jean couch. That cursed image has recently crossed my eyeballs. Way back when Dad and I buried treasure in the yard of the cabin. Okay, the jean couch wouldn't be so cursed if it didn't have the pockets on it. He said that we'd come back and dig it up together after I was all grown up. I didn't know what the treasure Dad chose to bury actually was. He wouldn't tell me. Well, I went and dug up our treasure earlier. There was my box that I remembered burying. And inside it was a bunch of junk. Guess these things were precious to me as a little kid. Next I opened the box my dad had buried. All it contained was an old photograph that was surprisingly not decayed. Photo of Dad, me, and Mom. Family photo. It had an inscription on the back. I recognized Dad's handwriting. My treasure. If it's your treasure, why the hell did you go off fishing all the damn time? Just those words. As I read them, that photo became a treasure to me, one I'll cherish for the rest of my life. I'm sorry, Road Trip Adventure had a better story. I didn't look quite like the division of labor in Road Trip Adventure to where the girl is the one that cooks, but like the story was pretty good for a fishing game. It didn't have like a father running away from his family to go fishing. And then lamenting the fact that his father really wasn't around toward the end because his father went off fishing and some bad things happened to his mom. I saw a fish shine like gold in the lake the other day. You mean a goldfish? Carp? Your dad once told me that he caught a golden fish before. I thought he was joking. Or a dorado. Could be a dorado. It's a Dorado. And fish is called a Dorado. I would like to see it up close if I can. Do you think you could do this? I'll give you my favorite thing in the world if you do. Which is probably food or an aquarium toy. Or, I should say a bait lure or an aquarium toy. Mind you, she's running the shop because the dude that runs the shop ran away and went to go fishing. Deal? Yes. That could be it. He ran away with the shopkeeper. The golden fish, Dorado. I've never seen one before. Bring some back and show them for me. Dorado, that means gold in Spanish, doesn't it? That's why we have the city of El Dorado. Of course, then I just go to the aquarium and get some goldfish and be like, "Here, here's some golden fish." Time to get some Dorado. Probably the question mark one. I know it's not an ocean fish. Because if Animal Crossing has taught me anything, is like where fish are in the world. But I'm surprised that I actually, guessed it right the first time. Have I been playing so much fishing in games and fishing games that I just know fish now? That should be a Dorado. Which looks more like an orange-red color than gold, but okay. Oh, this one must be the big one, because the little one in the back's more yellow. Yep, it is the big fish. I didn't even pay attention to how many we're supposed to get. So I'm gonna get 5, because it's usually 5. It could be 1, it could be 3. 5? Does anybody know what that sound was? Like what bird makes that sound? The high-pitched wee and the ooh sound? Might have to recalibrate my thing again. Definitely putting the Dorado in the tank at the end here. I think I might try to put all the colorful fish in the tank this. You are not what I need. You are... I forget. You're the king salmon. And I only remember that because the fin on your back looks different. least I think you're a king salmon. You're a king salmon. I have to buy another lure. You are a carp. You have the potential to be a golden fish, but you are not a golden fish currently. And I hear that most goldfish are female. I think I read that somewhere. Probably something to do with like genetics or something. Or maybe, or at least from my experience with goldfish, like the ones that are, the small ones that are golden might be female. The ones that are not golden and have black spots on them might be male. And then when they grow up, they become gold. Like, I've told this story before, but like, we had two fish. They had fish that's sex. And then we had a baby fish. And then we raised the baby fish. Which, like, the two original fish lasted like 7 to 10 years. Maybe more 7. And then we raised the baby fish, which was like also around for like 7 to 10 years. Which I think my mom and like regretted getting us goldfish, because I think my mom would thought that they were only gonna like last a year or something. Like, it's only gonna last a year. 10 years later, we still had the fish. Like 7 to 10 years later, and there's still the fish that we got like when we were kids. And then the fact that our starting fish had babies, it's like, it's never gonna end. This goldfish hell is not gonna end. And then I was a terrible person, and once the goldfish hell was ending, I went to a fair. And like won some other goldfish. And so the cycle started again. So listen up, everybody. If you're getting a goldfish at like an aquarium and you take really good care of it, it's gonna last a while. Just resetting my character. Yes, thank you. Probably not really working right because I have my window open. Did I get all the fish? I did get all the fish. Wow, this is a Dorado. It shines like gold. How beautiful. I'll give you this in return. It's something very precious to me, but you should have it. New type of lure! It's so cute. So it's my favorite. You can use it to catch any fish in the lake. Oh, my dad's home now. By the way, I heard a rumor that there's a big white fish in the lake. I wonder if it's true. There's like a lot of big white fish in the lake. Dragon lures. Yeah, it does kind of look cute. Like, who gives away their most precious possessions to random people that do good on things? Sorry, I'm trying to get some coolness on me. RPG NPCs clearly, yeah, they do. Like, maybe it's just me and maybe I'm just like a materialist, but like, all my precious possessions stay with me. If I like you, I might buy you something similar. Or like something that you might find as a precious something or other. The morning after rain, the flowers, shrubs, and trees are always at their most fragrant. Today, I'll be fishing with the scents of the great outdoors swirling around me like nature's cologne. You mean nature's perfume. Although, what's the difference? Nature's stink. Although I have been outside after it rains and you can smell all the flowers. It's pretty neat until your nose, like, clogs up because you can smell all the flowers. Hoochin. Hoochin? Hoochin. Hoochin. A fish that looks tasty. Like, most of these fish names are based on, like, Native American, languages. Or based on... come from Native American languages. I think salmon is one of them. And sockeye was another one. Specifically sockeye salmon. Because it's not like S-O-C-K-E-Y-E, that's the way we spell it, but it was like originally, it was originally like the way when you pronounce it, it sounds similar to sockeye, but you know, it's in the original alphabet. Hi, fish. Fish just like staring into the camera. So something like the Arapaima, maybe, or the Hoochin. I'm assuming come from like either native languages or from other countries. Oh look, there's a big one right in front of the camera. Which I'm the type of person that wants to learn how to properly pronounce it in its original language. Because I realize, at least here in America, the bastardization of various native languages by Americans will also continue to bastardize other languages from other countries because we're Americans. And it's kind of becoming a thing to where I'm becoming more shocked that there are a lot more Americans that know how to pronounce, like, Japanese words than British people do. So it's kind of like I have, like, a little, competition, like, ooh, I want you! Look at my lure! Not you! Big fish, look! Look! Yes! So I'm kind of like, just like an unofficial competition to see, like, who so far can pronounce words badly. The UK is winning out by a long shot. Mind you, it's just for fun, but, like, it's just kind of sometimes somewhat sad because, like, words that have been in, I would say, over even in Britain's lexicon for hundreds of years and they can't even pronounce it properly. It's just kind of a pet peeve of mine. I might give some people that I know, well, some shit about it. I've also learned with this game, like, different, reeling speeds, like, help. Like, when I start feeling the tension on the line start to increase, then I use the faster reeling speed. Large, large, gigantic! Grade A. Recently, whenever I'm at the cabin, I feel a sense of my father's presence. Oh no! The cabin is haunted! It's now the cabin in the woods. And by sense, I actually mean scent. Well, I hate to break it to you guys, but some people, like, when there's a haunting, they say they can, like, smell certain scents. Like, if the ghost was known to be a smoker, then they can smell the smoke, or, like, the perfume, or the cologne, or something like that. Hard to describe a person's scent in words, and my father is no different. Well, it's easy to describe it. Is it a scent or is it a stink? Like, some people have scents, some people have stinks. I'd say it was the smell of the woods, the water, and the soil. So, like, the cabin walls, the lake, and the dirt that the cabin's on. The scent of the wild. The scent of this place. where the cabin nestles in the great outdoors. I like that the captions actually capitalized the great outdoors. A scent I don't mind at all. I think the Great Outdoors was like a TV show or something, with like a bunch of like dudes that go into the woods and like hunt or something. And today I finally understood the essence of it. When I pulled off my fishing shirt, I smelled that scent, and oh gods, after I woke up 3 hours later. Over the course of my fishing trips, the shirt has somehow absorbed the scent of this place. So your shirt's kind of like haunted and now possessed, and possibly has a small colony of sentient bacteria in it. And so I had acquired that same scent I associated with my own dad, so you're turning into an Ismithian. Made me feel happy, as though not just my dad, but the woods and the lake had welcomed me into their fraternity. Gross. I highly doubt the woods and the lake have a fraternity. Most likely it's a sorority. Or you know what? Most likely it doesn't have any kind of human grouping thing. It's just woods and lake. And they get along because they know it's best to get along. Really, I just don't like the word. I just don't like the mention of fraternities because, you know, fraternities have a very, very negative connotation. And you don't hear like the sororities all that much. And you certainly don't hear a gender-neutral term for them, or at least I don't know any. Siblities? Siblities? I've come almost to the end of Dad's notes. That's a nice journal, though. I like the borders. Those are some nice borders on it. That's like a journal I would buy, and then I'd be like, never write in it, because I don't know what to write in it. I'd be like, I should write some stuff in it. But I know if I start writing it in, I'm probably gonna stop halfway, and then I'm just gonna consider it a waste of book. It's hard to define how that makes me feel. Happy, sad, and more. But wait, there's more! Giant sea bass. And we're using some squid. Squishy the squid. So Emily was playing Kirby's Dream Land? Kirby's Adventure? Kirby's game on the SNES 3. Oh, I already have like 3 of them. Buy 2 more. And like one of the creatures in there is of course a cute squid. And the squid is named Squishy. Then again, Kirby games always have a lot of cute stuff in them, and I really hate that they changed the American box art to appeal to boys more. Like, it is a pink ball that eats things. That has no gender. And you're trying to make it appeal to boys because video games. Rather than trying to make it appeal to everyone and just leaving it as it is. Which, yes, Kirby has no gender. They just gave Kirby a male gender in the United States because of course they did. Now I want to say there's like one manga in Japan that gives Kirby a gender, but it's like, it's only like one manga. Out of like the multitudes of manga. Yeah, Kirby is just is. Because, I mean, if you're gonna give Kirby a gender, you're gonna have to get into, like, how does a Kirby breed? And, like, look at all the gender roles that Kirby's performed, like... Well, I mean, you know, Kirby's main gender role is just eating. I don't know if that's a gender or not, but it probably should be. Gender I can get behind. Keep booping the bait. Which, I kind of do hate when there's debates that come up, and then, like, people are like, well, in the US version, like, this and this and this for, like, a game. And I really just, I don't consider the US translations of anything to be official. Because there was a lot of mistranslation, and there still is a lot of mistranslation, and purposeful mistranslations in a lot of video games. Which I think the recent one I saw was like how in trying to remember its name. It's in the Mario Paper Mario games, and how like the Blarg is related to one of the monsters in one of the Paper Marios, and how that monster is related to yet another monster in the Paper Mario, and like the last two have tail in the name in the US version. And that's how you know they're related to each other. But Blarg is not related because it doesn't have tail in the name. But in Japan, Blarg is known as Unbaba, or Unvava, depending on how you want to localize it, or Unbava or Unvaba. And then the next one is Gonbaba. And the last one, I think, is Zunbaba. Which Gon and Zun are like sound effects. And Un might be a sound effect, like the sound of swallowing or something. Let's see another translation, like, we decided to translate these character names differently and then it and it came back and bit us in the ass is in the Mega Man series. In the Rockman XA Battle Network series, Lan Hikari was originally named Neto Hikari, like internet. Now, if we go into Mega Man ZX and ZX Advent, there is a character in those games in the English version named Net. N-E-T-T, I do believe. That is the direct reference to Neto-kun Neto from the Battle Network series, the Rockman XA series, that you won't see the reference to in the English version because they changed the name to Lan for no reason. Can any of you fish just bite this, please? Thank you. Which, like, I get, like, the Battle Network series was for kids, but you really don't need to, like, change people's names to scour out the Japanese culture. Like, I hate to break it to you, but, like, Japanese people also live in the United States. And you're basically saying that their name is weird. Have I been catching the wrong kind of fish all this time? Alright, I got one. I need to catch a giant fish. Or, well, above 235. Here I am just chatting away like, oh yeah, I just keep pulling up the same fish. Why is this quest not ended? Oh, mahi-mahi's in the background. Also known as the dolphin fish, which is confusing. Because people will say they're eating dolphin, and they mean the mahi-mahi. But I'm going to call it the mahi-mahi because dolphins are, like, not even fish, and it's confusing. I think that's, yeah, mission target. There we go. Look at all these tiny little fish. Oh, I see. I did catch a couple gigantic ones. They were just barely under. Bam! Turns out that Dad bought the cabin when I was born, so he could run away from his responsibilities. He wanted me to experience the great outdoors. Once Dad quit fishing, the cabin fell into disuse. Because I was estranged from him. Dad would come to do maintenance on the place every now and then, but didn't really use it. According to Mom, they talked about selling it more than once, but Dad just wasn't willing to part with it. Come what may, my dad wanted to hang on to the cabin. Now I'm so grateful that he did. He left me this cabin full of memories. And dead bodies in the basement. A place for me to make new memories with my own son. Who I'm assuming is going to always be my son, and want to go fishing. That's one thing I kind of don't like in video games, is like, I'm doing this for my son, so my son will be exactly like me, and then it's like, kids usually aren't like that. I mean, there are some kids that are like, yeah, I'm totally gonna be a clone of you, and then some kids are like, I'm going to go the completely opposite direction. The legendary white dragon! Blue eyes white dragon! And the fact the captions know that is pretty fun. I think after I'm done screaming, I'm gonna throw myself in the shower. And take a cold, refreshing shower. Does it lurk in the depths of the lake? Or does it lurk in the depths of the ocean, which might... Oh, that is a pretty nice... That is a pretty 90s looking fish. Or lure. Look at the colors on that lure. It's like neon pink, neon blue, and then like a golden yellow color. See, that's the kind of colors I remember from the 90s. Not like the cyan, magenta, colors that people, like, think the 90s were. Which I think, well, it's not cyan, but that could be a magenta. But, you know, there's like a yellow factor to it. Like, not the 90s. Well, yeah, the 90s. People think the 80s are cyan and magenta. I wasn't even paying attention to what my targets were. Oh well. Catch the biggest fish, I guess. Are you a perch? I go. You. Bite, bite. Bite. Bite, bite, bite. No, come back! No! Come on! Fish! I need you! Help me out here! Now they're not like... You know what? I'll take it. Alright, big fish is still there. Are you mission target? No, of course not. You're an Arapaima, you're not target. None of you are target. Leave my bait alone. Get away from my bait. You're target. Get on my hook. I do like this game is that I have to pay attention to what's also going on in the background somewhat. Just so I can see where my next target is. What do you mean that's not target? What is my target? Really? You want like the... You don't want just the big fish, you want the biggest fish ever. You're like a AAA fishing company. You don't want just the money. You want all of the money. In this case, you don't want just the fish. You want all of the fish. Fish getting up close and personal with the camera. Which I don't even see how there's fish cam here, but it's a video game. I'll give it that. Your mission target. And if I can throw it, like, if I remember where I threw it before, then I might be able to get the other one, which might also be mission target. Come on. You? Maybe you. Any of you. All of you. I'm not certain this one's mission target, though. It doesn't feel like it's big enough. Alright, 2 mission targets, or did I need 3? Nope, I only needed 2. Felt a cool breeze for a minute there. Alright, pillow, in the floor you go, because you're too damn hot. Yes, you lay in the floor pillow, and it'd be too damn hot. Alright. If I hadn't been so accusatory toward my dad back then, he probably wouldn't have quit fishing. If he'd kept on fishing, maybe he would have caught the white dragon. That thought raises pangs of regret in my heart. I took that away from him, that opportunity to achieve a dream. You didn't take anything from him. He chose not to fish anymore. I mean... yeah, people are influenced by other people, but ultimately it comes down to that person. For something like this, I mean, I know there's a lot of people that are, like, kind of bullied into making certain decisions and stuff, and I'm not saying, like, ultimately it's their decision, but, like, for this case, like, fishing was, like, a big part of him, so he chose not to continue fishing. And that thought flashed into my mind. What if I can catch the white dragon for him? No, it's impossible. If even my dad couldn't catch it, what hope is there that I could? But then I heard my dad's reassuring voice. See, I told you this cabin was haunted. Don't worry, I'm here to help. I glanced around. No, so the cabin really is haunted. Of course, Dad wasn't there, but his notes were. Which, if the cabin is haunted, I wouldn't be surprised. That would be on par for these games. Mission? Or quest? Quest? Have you heard of the arapaima or halibut? Both are supposed to be the largest fish around. Someone just told me that if you catch these fish, you'll be called fishing legend. Didn't we just get to become a fishing legend by catching the... I forget what it was called? Your dad couldn't even catch them. This is a great chance for you to challenge and take the fishing legend title. You might be able to exceed your dad. If you become fishing legend, I'll give you what you really deserve. What do you think? And then he like hits me in the face for like abandoning my wife and child. Gigantic fish, arapaima, and halibut might be a bit challenging to catch even for you, but let's see if you can do it. Wait! I didn't pay attention to how many I have to catch. Fishing Master! Okay, it was test to become Fishing Master. Now we're becoming Fishing Legend. Gigantic 3 and 3. And we're going to do it with the smallest bait possible. Okay, here we go. Atlantic tarpon, interesting. Are we at the lake? Let's just go with this. See if we can catch one. I am the cheapest fisher person. Fisher sprout. Not what I want. I think those are salmon. Alright, I'll buy some of these even though I don't want to. They're expensive. And this is not the way lures work. Oi, fish! Look, I bought this expensive lure, so So get on my lure. This is the right lure, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Alright, fish, you and me. Fishy moved on. Come on, fish, I knew you were right there. Where'd you go? There we go. Arapaima are one of my favorite fish in video games. That really wasn't fair. I didn't reel that fast to have it snap like that. I go. Let go. Can you stop, please? I don't want you. There we go. Now I only need 2 more of them. I think. No, wait, they have to be gigantic. Ah. That frog is mocking me. Where that frog laughed at me. Like, haha. fish, can you, like, be a little bit more coordinated here on, like, biting my lure, please? You just reached through that other fish's body to get to my lure. Like a chest burster fish. Yeah, this looks like the one I'm supposed to be going. Mmm! Damn it! This is the wrong fish. This is like completely the wrong fish. Fish, please. Completely the wrong kind of fish, but I guess it gets me points. Yeah, I know I ran out of that kind of tackle because fish. I'm not gonna go below 40,000 points. I want to get to 41,000. I'm not going to go below 41,000 points. Ah, no. Denied. Alright, where the hell did that Arapaima go? Come on, where are you? There you are. I think I need a different rod for this fish. And you're only large too, you're not gigantic. I need you to be bigger. Why can't any of you be bigger? Be giant fish. I'll accept got away. It's like, this is expensive bait, and I don't want to keep like... I want to keep buying my bait, because these fish are just like, I'm gonna just eat your bait. I'm not the fish you want, or the fish you need. I'm probably the fish you deserve. Alright, this is just a large one too, isn't it? Ah! That one was so close too. Where is it? I think after I get, alright, that one looks a bit small. Like, I'm not seeing any gigantic Arapaima. And usually the fish look different if they're the gigantic variety, so you know to, like, target them. Yeah, that one's just another large one. I think I'm just gonna call it a video here, and then, next time, when we begin, we're gonna start, I'm gonna go work on getting the super rod, and then, we're going to, continue with this quest on, because these Arapaima, they're my rivals. Alright, I said I was going to make the aquariums colorful. Take care, Emily. Thanks for dropping in. I appreciate it. Go rest and whatnot. You had a long stream. Run out of colorful fish. Alright, that's not what I wanted to do. Usually we take a look at all our fish. The rainbow trout. The rosy bitterling that's behind everybody. The pale chub, which has like the same colors as the rosy bitterling. Smallmouth bass, which is like, it has stripes. It's like the tabby of the lake, I guess. Northern pike. And Dorado, which is the yellow and red. And the silver arowana, which is silver. And of course our arapaima, which is gamer colored. Black and red. And then our carp, which is kind of a golden brown color. And our catfish is a catfish. And there goes a little football angler. And now we have our saltwater tank, which probably has the most colorful fish because saltwater fish usually tend to be the colorful ones. Which, yes, I have to put the minibar goatfish back in here. Because it is indeed colorful. Like big fish? Okay, I'll put the yellow one in there. Japanese sea bass. I want the parrotfish? Do I have the red parrotfish in here? Spotted knifejaw, the red sea bream, blue fusiliner with the Talfish? Talfish. Emperor bream. Get some green in there with their yellowtail. And then some blue with the bonito. Brain slowly melting. The Manibar goatfish, which is a pink and yellow and black. Marbled rockfish, which appears to be like a red-orange color. And brown. And white. Our striped beakfish, which here I think is supposed to be black and white, but here it looks kind of yellow and white. Or yellow and black. A red sea bream, which is like a reddish brown. Our yellowtail, which has like a striking green color with a yellow stripe down the side. And white. On white, I should say. Has like a seaweed colored back. And our white spotted parrotfish, which is all kind of colors. Which I think the white spotted parrotfish is what my friend used to have as a pet. Has a red tip tail. Have a splash of white up through the middle. Kind of a bluish, dark bluish, gray, blue-grayish, purplish color. Black porgy, which is black and white. Red parrotfish, which is red, kind of like whitish stripes. Scales are outlined in red. Tilefish, which is dark reddish brown on the back, pinkish on the side, and white on the bottom, which kind of looks like all the other red fish, if you think about it. And our bonito, which is blue with gray stripes down the side. On silver. And that's our current aquariums. Alright. Alright everybody, thanks for joining me, thanks for everyone who showed up. I appreciate it. And anyone who's gonna watch the VOD later. I appreciate each and every one of you. Take care everybody. Let me get my recording done.